Let's go. Hello?
What's up, bro?
Oh, long time no see.
Yeah, man. I feel like we haven't talked in like years.
Yeah, it's been like a year, two. Oh, two.
Yeah, we've always chatted on DMs, but this format, yeah, this is totally new, and yeah, it's good to hear your voice, dude. How's life? How's everything?
Doing pretty good. Streaming has been pretty good. Definitely an
Yeah.
increase.
What's your you're streaming right now on Twitch? What's your views looking like lately?
You're just like 250 average.
250 average?
Yeah. Not bad, not bad.
How long you been at it though?
I don't know. I'm like on and off. I take too many breaks.
Exactly. I was gonna say you'd be much higher.
Yeah, if I didn't take breaks every like couple months.
Yeah, it's a grind, man. You know me. I've been doing it for a while without much break.
Breaks are definitely a grief for sure.
Grief.
It's so
Stream
bad.
growth grief.
It is.
Oh my God. So yeah, so a lot of people have been looking for a mid lane main to talk at the boot camp. I'm gonna share my screen real quick and show you, and you can share with your audience or not. It's fine. Basically, I obviously have been like knee deep in coaching. I have been doing for the past 6 or 7 months. I was basically averaging 5 coachings a day.
Damn.
Every day, on the weekends as well. So I was getting coachings. I was getting booked up to the point of where I didn't really have any free time. And so we came up with this idea of the boot camp. What you're looking at on screen is an app that we built. This is our first. This is the very, this is the beta version. You can see you're promoted here.
Oh shit.
This is the beta version. And we had 2,441 people sign up.
Damn.
For the boot camp. Yep. A lot signed up because they just like my coaching, and we're all just grinding together. And yeah, basically what happens is you select little missions. Like I created custom content for different missions. So like this one talks about laning, offense, defense, which I'm sure you're obviously pretty familiar with what I'm getting at there. And I explain it, and then they can select their missions. And then at the end of each game they play, a thing pops up. They score how they think they did on the missions that they were supposed to be focused on. And they kind of like log their progress, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And there's been obviously there's a lot of things that I want to do to this to make it that much better. And I think it's applicable to like, lower elo players and even people like yourself. There's value in it because let's face it, if you really want to get to the next level, it's kind of one of those things where you've got to man up and like write down what you're working on, write down what as mad as you can be, as mad as we can be, we always have to stop and like kind of assess or whatever. And
there's a lot of players who just like don't improve. They're like, oh, I'm playing so many games but I'm not improving. It's like, yeah, because you're not playing to improve, you're just playing to play. Exactly.
And this is why I brought you in here. And for people in my community that aren't familiar with Way of the Tempest, he is my my premier multi-account challenger active right now, right? You have like 2 accounts of challenger.
Also, we got the name Tempest. We're not Way of the Tempest anymore.
Oh, my bad. Is this just Tempest on Twitch?
Yeah.
Awesome. You got you got straight Tempest on Twitch? That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
It's
well,
clean.
Congrats. And yeah, that is a lot. Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't want this anymore, man. We need Tempest.
That's a good rebrand. Well, I used to be NEACE with 3s, remember?
Yeah.
And
it definitely feels really good.
Yeah, it's a nice breath of fresh air. Well, hey, my bad. I should have double checked. Well, now I know. And the next time I promote you, I got you.
It's fine. It's fun.
But anyways, yeah. So I brought you in here because I wanted to talk to you about basically. I wanted to get your perspective on how you feel about the season, how you feel about mid, and I've got a ton of questions to piggyback off of this. But I heard we've had our conversations. But I'd like to hear it from you.
About the state of mid lane?
Yeah, just the general, like, this season. What are you feeling about mid right now?
I feel like AD mids are just like too strong at the moment compared to AP champions. For once, like I feel like a lot of the times I just queue bottom and just play Ziggs, and I tell my mid laner to go AD, and it's like always win like that. Just because they nerfed AP items so hard.
Yeah, the Seekers nerf, and it was like half armor or whatever. It's like a 50% cut.
Yeah, it's huge. Some people just don't even build it anymore because it's so like non-cost efficient, and if they don't build it, then it's like they have no armor. So it's like it feels really bad. But yeah, if you go to the statistics, someone was telling me there's like a huge increase of win rate if you go AP bot and AD mid. But the reason you don't see it is because AD carry mains are so stubborn and like, nah, we only play AD carries.
I don't even think that's a stubbornness on just that role. I think that's just a community stubbornness.
Yeah, I mean, people don't like changing for sure.
Yeah, because like I know how many like there's so many scenarios where I try to tell my audience all the time, like, look, I know what the meta is, but you could just pick X, Y, and Z here. It doesn't really matter because you know based on how the game functions whether or not that makes sense. But that's cool. That's cool that you. I mean. I noticed because I'm doing a part of the boot camp. The goal, by the way, I didn't even talk about the goal of the boot camp was all these guys that have signed up have basically promised that they're going to try to play about 100 games in 21 days of rank.
Damn.
Which if you follow, I mean, I don't know how many people you've coached in low elo, if you do it at all. But like generally one of the bigger problems that you'll see is like whenever someone says they want to get better at League, you look at their account and they haven't played enough.
Yeah, they have like 5 games. And it's like, oh,
exactly.
Well, I wonder
it's
why.
Like, I really want to get to platinum this year. And then you look them up and it's like, well, you've played 8 games in 2 months, dog. So it's not going to end well for you this year if you don't step it up. So trying to get them to play their 100 games was the goal of this boot camp as well. The champion that I'm playing right now, and this is the only reason I bring this up, is because I'm playing Silas. I'm learning Silas, and I'm actually enjoying him a lot. You know, my champions are like,
really fun.
I'm not really like, I played TF, I played Tryndamere, I've played Gangplank, where those are my original like staples or whatever, and I tend to hop around and do different stuff. But like Silas is definitely a lot tougher to me in how he plays. But the reason I bring this up is because of itemization, and I wanted your opinion on rushing Seekers, because to me it just feels terrible. Like it feels like it doesn't do anything. It feels like it's a waste.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really bad. That's why I think Zed's like really good again, because like you used to just be like, oh, you go arm guard and Zed feels like shit, but now it's like even if you go arm guard, he still doesn't one-shot you.
Yeah, I've been messing around with this, and it definitely seems like to me, if I go for Seekers, I'm delaying. It's like I'm delaying any damage, and I don't even feel that safe.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'd rather just build damage at this point and just try to outplay.
Try to one shot, yeah. Like I've seen like you know the like Zed versus Akali used to be so Akali's favored. I've seen like every Akali just lose to Zed now. Because like they can't build arm guard, then they still get one shot.
Yeah, that would definitely be an interesting meta to see kind of develop over time. And it's cool that you're pointing it out, because now I'm going to pass this on to my mid lane guys. Like, hey, now's the time. You know, if you wanted to play your AD mids, it's going to be a pretty hard argument for me to tell you that it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason it's bad a lot of games because people, as I said, are stubborn and they don't go AP anywhere else, and they just blame you. It's like your first pick, you pick AD mid, they all pick AD champs. Like, oh well, mid lane should be AP. It's like, wait, why? It's like, why is that a rule? Like I've had people take that at me, even in Challenger. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's always some like hindsight. It's like a hindsight hero thing where they like retroactively blame if it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so annoying.
Like we go into game, you know, everybody was all ego, like, yeah, we just go AD, we don't care. And then at the end, it's like mid should have won AP.
Yeah, it's like, wait, like, yeah, you can blame if it's a last pick and you pick. If I have all AD and I pick Yasuo 5th pick, it's like, okay, yeah, you could flame me for sure. Like, I deserve to be flamed, but I mean, like Tristana mid is just so broken right now. That champ is not balanced at all.
Yeah, I would imagine that the Seekers drop. The Seekers drop definitely ruined that matchup. I mean, And that was, Lucian was already a thing. Tristana mid was already a thing.
Yeah, now it's even stronger.
Yeah, it wasn't like you would. I mean, I'm not active high elo in the past like a year, so I can't speak beyond like Masters Plus at the moment. But like, I just know that the times that it shows up, there really doesn't feel like there's a lot to really be doing even before the nerf the Seekers. It was just like, you just give up farm and just wait.
Yeah, you just sit on tower, or she jumps on you one-shots you, and if you just sit on tower, she pushes the wave, and then she like gets vision of your jungle, kills your jungle. It's like, what do I do? Where is the counterplay?
Yeah, so that's going to bring me to my next point. What are you doing in mid right now?
I mean, I'm just focused on playing... Well, I've always been an AD mid laner, as you know, like Yone, Yasuo. So
yep, I know that you well, you're not really playing much Yasuo these days, or are you?
Yeah, like, I mean, I always play Yone if it's up usually, over Yasuo. Yeah, Yone's really good. Definitely, we can all agree on that. But, yeah, Yasuo's not really too hot. He's still like not bad because they nerfed arm guard, so it doesn't feel that bad. But if you blind pick him, then you verse like Talon, Kiana, it's like, well, pretty bad. But yeah, I just play either AD mid because, like, honestly, I just think the meta is just AD mid, AP bot. You will win like every game. So I either Q bot.
This is insightful, man. This is good. Yeah.
I either Q bot and play Ziggs, and I'm like, yo, pick AD mid, and like no one has a problem with that. But yeah, like, that should say a lot about mid laners and AD carries. If I Q bot and play Ziggs, 90% of the time they listen and like, okay, I'll play like Lucian mid. If I Q mid and tell my bot to go AP, there's like a 5% chance they will. Like, that should say a lot. Like, they are very, very, I don't know.
The set in their ways, I think, is what you're looking. Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying. Because it's annoying because I'd rather play Yone than Ziggs. Like, I don't want to play Ziggs every game, man.
Yeah.
That champ is very, very sleeper, by the way. I think that's one of the most sleeper champs in the game right now.
What do you mean, Ziggs?
Yeah, I think Ziggs is disgusting. And no one plays it.
Are you having results to back that up? Like, if you link an account right now.
Yeah.
Link? Yeah, just for content. Yeah, I want to see it. Because I'm not tracking your accounts at the moment. I love hearing shit like this, dude. And I'm a big fan of just, I wouldn't even call what you're talking about off meta. I mean, I guess it's off meta. I mean, talking Ziggs bottom is off meta right now.
Yeah, like no one plays it. You got to go through all these accounts and like, well, at least Tempest, TTV, and yesterday's wake. If you look at the Ziggs winning on both those accounts, god damn.
Oh yeah, you're literally crushing with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh, you're just playing the decay timer too. Okay, cool.
Yeah, on that account, because I have 4 accounts.
It's that's no joke. Yeah, you're not. It's not like you're not playing. Let's put it that way. Let's be very clear here.
There are 4 accounts I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, what's the purpose of doing that? I mean, I get it, dude. You love the game. We all love the game. What's the goal with you right now with League? Because I mean, you're obviously killing the ladder.
I mean, I was just talking about this in my chat before we started talking. I was like, honestly, guys, there's like no reason for me doing this. Like, I could be smurfing in Diamond and be getting more viewers, because, like, there's really no benefit of playing in high elo. It's just 50-minute queue times.
I have this discussion all the time on streams.
Yeah. I have a 50-minute queue time. I get less viewers because I can't like completely stomp in Challenger, obviously. And the queue times are like 20 minutes. It's like, what am I gaining from this? Like, literally nothing. I could just be surfing in Diamond. But the reason I don't is like, I just get bored. I don't know. I just like subconsciously don't try if I'm on like a Diamond account or something. So
yeah, I mean, well, it's a testament to your ability that you've done this multiple times now from mid. For me personally, one of my biggest issues with streaming up until this point has always been like, this is literally what you're talking about. It's like, all right, I can put myself through the torture of grinding this out. Or alternatively, it's like, for me, it's like, well, make coaching content. The gravity just makes sense. But I actually don't believe for a second with you, I don't believe for a second that you couldn't get viewers if you wanted. Because of what we just talked about going into this. Because you're sitting here, you're literally rocking multiple accounts in high elo. And you get good viewers. I mean, right now, do you have like 200 or something right now?
Like 170-ish right now.
Yeah, so
it's
like,
definitely not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Sure. And if you said it yourself, if you didn't take as many breaks as you take, you would probably be rocking. And I've seen you on, you've been on, because obviously I'm with Facebook right now, right? But you were on the Twitch Rivals thing a couple times, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like twice, yeah.
Yeah, you've popped your head in there a couple times. And so, you know, it's not like you're completely, and you've been picked up by people that have pretty big followings to play with and all that. So I don't think you'd have a problem at all. It's a matter, I don't think it has anything to do with that with you.
Yeah,
because I think you manage and I think you navigate it well. And I don't watch your stream regularly, but I'm ragey. If I start losing a bunch, like I get mad. So it's not good viewership. Yeah. It's not good for viewership. I'm not the type of person that you watch when I lose.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely get like that for sure.
Yeah, but I think we all have a level. We have a level and we have a way that we carry ourselves about it. And I mean, this is a different discussion entirely. With like the boot camp, for example, I made everybody play without chat for the 100 games.
Ooh, like that's really good. I tell everyone I coach. I also do coaching, and I always tell them that I'm like, just only ping. You should use pings, but never type. Like typing is just, I don't know. Like people get angry when you type at them, but if you ping, they like don't get angry for some reason.
Exactly. It's funny because every single person that I've had on these talks with the boot camp, in regards to like my coaching philosophies and stuff, have pretty much synced down like across the board. One of my missions, like if you could see, like I have all these little missions that they do for the boot camp that they pick, right? And one of them is, you read that right there, it says the art of Pinglish.
Yeah, I think it's so important.
Yeah, I built the whole thing around explaining to people like, you don't ping enough. Like you don't. Like the average player, if I watch him play, I'm like, why aren't you pinging that you're like going to make a play? Like, are you an asshole? Like
everyone that I coach say the same thing. They're like, oh, it's because they're not going to listen anyways. Like, how do you know? Like, you don't do it. What do you mean? Like, they're not going to listen?
Yeah, you're not even giving them the chance to make a play. And then I also find that as a cop-out excuse too when they say shit like that. It's like, you didn't even know a play was there.
True.
It's like you're just not pinging because you don't even realize that you should be.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my jungler's not ganking my lane. Like, well,
yeah,
you're
not pinging him.
Yeah, it's like they can't know.
Do you think the gank would work right now? Yeah, do you think it would work?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool that you view it the same way. So AD mids, Ziggs bot. Let's see. I'm looking through your account right now.
I picked up a Nivea too, and I think Nivea is really strong.
You think she's still good?
Yeah, she's like the only good mage. Well, apparently the rank 1 person in EU West is a Malzahar 1 trick, so I guess Malzahar is not bad either.
Did Latharis get taken down?
Yeah, I checked today. Papa Bear 68 only plays Malzahar. Rank 1 only plays Malzahar. I'm like, what? I have no explanation. I don't know how. I have no idea how. Like, this will not work in North America, I swear to God. Every time I try to play Malzahar,
win rate is insane.
Yeah, every single time I try to play it in North America though, because that's the only server I play on, my jungler goes for level 3 crab and just pings me. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking Malzahar. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, press E and then you just die. And they're like, mid gap. I'm like, yeah, my bad. It's like, this is why I play AD mids.
I've been messing around on EUS, and there's one thing. I mean, I feel like from my time messing around on that server, it feels like they're way more aggro. So I feel like that problem would show up on EUS as well.
I have
very
no idea.
aggro early. It's very strange.
I don't understand. It's not even
the
like
first one I've ever seen.
It's so weird. It's not even like he has like a. I think his games are good, but he has a 70% win rate the past like 50 games. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's winning a lot. I mean, even if that's just, I mean, he could be just having the run of his life.
True.
There's got to be a lottery winner somewhere in the fucking.
It's goddamn winner's queue.
Hey, you just brought up an interesting topic though. The ladder and the viability, or I guess the validity, I should say, of the ladder. We talked on Twitter about this. Every year there's something.
True.
Every year there's something. It's this year it happened to be the Riot accounts, which I think that's sort of stabilized now, right? I thought they fixed it, or did they not?
They got rid of the Riot accounts, but they just didn't give a fuck about the normal accounts. Like, you know the difference between the two, right?
Oh yes, Tarzan was the one that found the exploit, I assume, right?
They just don't care. They were like, oh, we got rid of riot accounts, and everyone was like, yo, what about the normal accounts? They just didn't respond to any of those messages. It's like, oh, okay. Like, what?
Are any of the accounts that you made high elo with like one? Which one?
The lowest one, master. That's the only one that's like cheese MMR. The rest of them are normal.
The way that you did this, right? You played normals with people, then like diamond normal MMR or whatever.
I played with I wasn't even gonna make this account, but TFBlade was like, yo, let's do the normal thing. I'm like, okay, well, if TFBlade's asking me to do this, I'm not gonna say no. So
okay.
I was planning on to have 3 accounts, not 4 accounts. So then we did it, and then yeah, you just play normals. You win every normal game until you get like 2,300 MMR, which you can check on like a site. So you have to go like 25-0 in normals, and then you just like level up with bots for the rest. And then yeah, you just get plus 30 and minus 8 forever. Like this account just gets plus 30 and minus 8. I'm just like, damn, I'm really good at the game.
It's so sad, dude. It's so sad. And you know, by the end of the season, when it comes time for everybody to like finish Challenger or whatever, you know that like a big chunk of people sitting in the ladder are going to be people that abuse this.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like you
dumb.
said, you're running legit accounts, but
except for one.
Yeah,
I mean, one out of 3, 1 out of 4 is like, okay, well, you can't call me bad. Like.
No, I think you just got lucky, bro.
Yeah, just got lucky 4 times.
You're just like that Malzahar guy, dude. You just can't lose.
I can't believe that guy's a thing. That's
Papa
insane.
Bear
Papa
68.
Bear. What a name.
The goat. Oh, I have a challenge for you today, and we're gonna talk more mid after this challenge. But I think it'll be good entertainment for your stream. Okay. So, do me a favor, for the purposes of entertainment. Go into practice tool. I need you to share your screen, by the way.
I'm going in practice tool, and I'll share it.
Yes, you need to go Soraka with no damage runes. You can have attack speed and flex rune, okay? All right.
So wait,
now
practice
listen.
tool? Do I have Soraka in this account? Please say yes.
You have to. She's like the cheapest champ ever,
Nice,
right?
you got it. Okay, so we'll have to go Flash Ignite.
Doesn't matter. You just no damage on your runes. You're just going to be last hitting. Okay. This is a very short drill. It's 3 waves.
Go attack speed?
Okay. Attack speed and just flat adaptive and just nothing else.
Yes, sir.
You have been, they basically people have called you out in the boot camp and have claimed
What?
that you can't do this because you're a Yasuo Yone player.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's fucked up. Wait, so I don't use abilities?
No ability. Share your screen. Or if you oh no, wait, you haven't yet. Okay.
Did I share?
You not yet.
What? I just did. Let me check.
I'll stop sharing mine to make sure that it doesn't bug out. There you go. I can see you now. Okay. Here's the rules. Tempest.
Do I buy anything?
No items.
What?
Okay, you get 3 chances to pass this drill.
Oh god, I'm nervous.
You get 3 chances.
Oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen on stream.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I got you. I got you. Or I had you. Yeah, you're good. Okay. It's 3 waves. You have to get 15 out of 19, and that has to include the cannon.
Oh god. Why is it gonna be on Soraka,
if you get
man?
18, yeah, I know. If you get 18 in the cannon, it does not count. Or without the cannon, it does not count. So you cannot miss the cannon. You get 3 tries.
This is not winnable. No.
This is winnable.
Wait. 15 out of 19, I have to get the cannon?
You have to get the cannon. You get 3 attempts.
Okay.
Lotharis got it. And Saber got it, okay?
I mean...
Wrist only tried once and failed once, but I didn't have him go again.
I definitely understand, because, like, that's actually a thing that I say with Yasuo players. Like, yo, I can't last it with other champs. I'm like, yeah, you're playing Yasuo, man. It's so easy. You just fucking press Q and E and you have no mana or anything.
I know that you have the clutch factor and you got this.
God.
I believe in you.
No, I'm bad under pressure. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, we fucking lost.
Oh my god, go next.
I told you. Okay. Okay, we lost. I can't do it.
To be fair, you've got 2 more tries if you bomb.
How many can I miss?
You've missed 2, so you're still fine. You're gonna first time it, dude. I can, or maybe not.
Okay, not bad. No way, man.
I think you're still good. You just have to get. Okay, we're not good. We're not good. Okay, run it back. Control Shift P. That's how you know I do this full time.
Wait, Control Shift P.
P, not O.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I know these, bro.
Okay.
Like I said, that's how you know I do this all day. It's because I know all the random hotkeys.
Bro, this is not possible.
What do you mean? You're fine.
No. You can't expect a Yasuo Yon player to do this. I lost it every memory in the queue, man.
You got 2 more chances. You can't be the first. You can't go down like this, Tempest. You can't.
Wait, everyone's done it?
Well, Riz tried once. I didn't give Riz 2 more tries. But Latharis and Saber both got it.
Bro, he means AD carry.
Yeah, but Latharis means Bard support, bro.
It's another support. He's used to this.
It's the same energy. I got you. Yeah.
Wait, was I allowed to go double adaptive? Wait, I have AP anyway.
No. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Fuck. I can't do this.
I gotta
take a tower shot. Good luck. Take 2. Okay.
Dude, you got this so easily, bro.
I gotta pull the wave. No, that's gonna make it harder. Fuck that shit.
I would auto 1 time and then just last hit is how I do it. And
okay, I gotta focus.
This is easy. Look, you're already on fire.
Bro, why I take the tower shots? I'm gonna die.
You didn't bring your 5 pots this time, bro.
Oh! Okay, that was a close one.
Okay.
What must be done?
Oh, this is so awkward. Wait.
You got it, dude. You got it. You're crunch time, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, that one was so awkward. Dude, the wave's too big now.
Okay, this is gonna be free. You got this. Look, all you have to do is hit the cannon and you win. You win right here.
Oh
yeah, baby.
Okay, I missed the one.
All right.
I missed the one.
Okay, you literally got 18 out of 19.
Fuck.
On your second attempt. Congratulations.
We fucking
Congratulations.
lost. No, I missed one. I missed one.
This is Pog. No, listen. This is a good result. Congratulations, you did it. And now, for the record, you are the 3rd person that has not failed on stream. That I did not give any prep. You can leave this now if you want. The reason that I did this challenge, or that I made this a thing, was because a part of the boot camp, I gave them, the boot campers, a week to do the challenge.
Serious.
And I threatened to kick them out. Okay?
Oh, damn.
I wasn't actually gonna do it, but people got so mad at me, dude. That there was people that literally kicked themselves out of the boot camp because of that.
Why?
Because I mean, exactly. Your response is exactly my response. Why would you kick yourself out before you tried?
That's weird. Oh, so you can share your screen again.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, the whole thing was a drill as part of one of the missions was the creep score mission, right? And it was like getting people to improve their farm, which is what I desperately need on Silas. I don't know if you've tried to farm with Silas.
Yeah, it's rough. It's
so bad. It took me so long before I was getting like 8 CS, like per.
Has anyone done 18 out of 19?
I think you might be the reigning champ, or Saber might have tied you. I think Latharis barely made it.
Man,
I think he barely.
I would have been so happy if they had all of them. Dude, that one got nuked. That one got nuked.
I did it the first time that I recorded the video for this. I got 19, so I thought it was easier than it actually was. But I almost failed on stream. I literally, I barely got it on stream. Like when I went to announce the challenge, the third time I tried it, I barely hit 15.
Damn.
So like, yeah, there's definitely some RNG. Yeah, there's some RNG in there for sure. But yeah, fun, the night, if you would have got 19, that would have been, yeah, you would have been the record holder. I think someone else got 18. But yeah.
I just smurfed it.
Yeah, dude, you should have heard Latharis when I had him do it. He barely got through the third time, and he's like, I just want you to know that if I didn't pass this, I would have been working on it until I finished this drill.
That was rough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, now your viewers are gonna be like, is this shit easy? They're gonna like go in there and fuck around with it.
Yeah, guys, you should try it. I want to see.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and there's definitely a practical reason. It teaches them about slow pushing. It teaches them about the projectile speed. Like I could tell that you understood that because you were standing further or closer away, depending on, and just general like focusing on one detail as opposed to what these guys do, and they just like half-ass their farm, and they're getting like 5 CS per every game, being like, oh no, I can't climb.
Yeah,
you're just like, come on, bro. Like you gotta improve the CS.
It's like, how can I CS if my team's always fighting? It's like, well, CS and then fight. Like what?
Push your waves. Shove and move. Yes. Yeah. How many clients have you coached where they like try to go to a fight and you're like, no, no. So you stay right there. Buddy.
It's like slow pushing to the enemy and they go to the fight. I'm like, no. It's like you just missed the whole way. They missed nothing.
I actually got owned yesterday because trying to learn the Silas stuff, because you just have a tendency to, because obviously the champions I played before, like Twisted Fate, Trinamir, Gangplank, those are pretty binary in how they operate in lanes. Like even with Twisted Fate, you can just kind of shove with Q and kind of turn your brain off. But with Silas, it's like you're kind of incentivized to run around like a goofball because your skirmishing is so good.
Yeah.
So I would always like get myself in trouble in these games. Like this is like my little score line right now, learning Silas. And it's like, this isn't a great result. It's like 32 and 19. It's like so bad.
Is that win-loss?
Yeah, it's win-loss.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not great.
Not bad.
Well,
for a new champion, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's a new champion, new play style, and I'm coaching full-time. So yeah, it's, by my standards, it's bad, but like your standards, like, yeah, it's very bad. I would say the thing that always gets me with him is that I just want to run around, and then you'll see that it's like some games, it's like, oh wait, I actually just screwed my wave management so hard here, and you have to kind of like dial that back in and fix it.
No, I've actually tried to play Silas. I can't do it. I don't know why. He's really weird.
Oh, dude, the farming, the pattern, it was not as easy. Like, there's other champions that I picked up, and that like if I did the same boot camp on different types of champions, like this win-loss would not be like this at all. It's just, I'll go into a fight and I'll be like, oh, let's try the Kha'Zix ult, right? Like, let's fucking wiggle around invisible for a second, and then you plan it out, you try to layer it in your head, and then you go to do it, and you just look like a moron, and you just feed. Like, you like grab the ult and don't even use it, and you're like, okay, this is ace.
Or like you like pick up a Bel'Koz or ult, and you're like, damn, I get one shot by this, and you use it, and you remember you don't have Bel'Koz passive, and it does 2 damage. You're like, oh, shit. Wait a minute.
I picked up, there's like so many bad ults. There's so many bad ults on Silas that I didn't think would be as terrible as they are. The Darius ult, you think, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And then you go to use it, and then you dunk the guy for like 10 damage.
You're like, oh, shit.
You stare at him.
It's like Syndra too. You just throw 3 balls, and you're like, wait, my bad. Didn't stack the passive.
The matchup that got me the other day was Heimerdinger mid, right? And so I'm like, it's Heimerdinger mid, and these guys got Ignite. So I'm just like passively farming. I'm like chilling. I'm doing the best I can. And then I finally I like dash in to make a play. I grab the Heimerdinger ult. And then I realized that like when I press it, I have to like press it again.
Yeah. You're like, oh shit.
I go in there and it's all slow, it's sloppy. And it's like, how would I have known how this fight goes without feeding it one time?
Yeah, I mean, I have a good example of that, because like every single time I verse Silo says Yone, every single time they take Yone ult, they miss every time. They just fucking whiff it. Like, what the fuck? They just ult into the tower and die. I'm like, yeah, this ult is pretty impossible to hit. He just fucking whiff it.
Dude, I love it. The champion cracks me up. I'm so glad I picked it, because I was trying to come up with a champion who's like, okay, which champion is not going to be banned that often, who's not going to be picked that often, who's like not, you see what I'm saying, where it's not like I'm going to lose him that often. And this climb, I've only lost him like 5 or 6 times. Like I get to play him like every game, which is just in itself a pretty good justification. I imagine your champion pool, like the Ziggs bot's probably not contested, which makes your climb a little bit easier.
Yeah, that never gets banned. Yone though, Yone's banned like every other game.
I was gonna say, yeah, your main there, one of your mains, that guy is gonna be contested. I was playing on EOS too. He's contested like every game.
Yeah, Yasuo finally isn't banned ever, because that champ kind of fucking. I mean, he's not like terrible, but your comp has to be like pretty wired to play that champ. Like, oh, we need like an Alistar knockup. We need like not to verse Renekton. It's pretty rough.
I would
you
say
need like everything to line up for Yasuo, in my opinion.
If you made a new account right now and just played it solo, and you played only Yasuo, how high do you think you could get in like X amount of games? So like if you get to like Masters, do you think you could do it? It's just solo Yasuo. Do you think you get to Masters?
I mean, I definitely can get to it. It's just there's gonna be. Am I allowed to dodge or no? No dodging.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. I tell people to dodge all the time.
I think there would be a lot of dodging, because like blind picking Yasuo is just so hard. Like if they pick like Malphite and like Zed, it's like, how do I play the game, man? Or like Malphite, Renekton.
It's not really playable. Even if you build like Conqueror, right? Like there's no.
I think Yasuo's very hard to blind. Like I think he's fine as a counter pick, but as a blind pick, there's just too many counters. Whereas with like Ziggs, there is no counter. Like there's no counter to Ziggs. You just throw bombs.
I find this so interesting. I need to watch some of your games, because you're the first person that I've seen that's hyped up Ziggs.
I'm telling you, he is sleeper OP. At least in higher elos, he is so fucking
wave,
strong. You kill towers so fast. Not so OP in solo queue. Like you would know, you play Tryndamere. You just split and kill the tower, and they're like, oh shit. Like you ace them one time, you just get 2 towers.
Yeah, that is very powerful. What about its lane phase though?
It's actually really strong. As long as you have like a... Well, I mean, it depends. If you have like a human support that will actually play like Galio, Nautilus, Leona, like that lane is really strong. Level 3, they get EQ'd by Nautilus or Leona, and you just like auto Q, E, auto W, they just die. It's like, I don't think Ziggs mid is very good. It's like, okay, you can go even, but Ziggs bot like has kill pressure, and the reason why Ziggs bot is even better than mid is because bot tower doesn't have like the plating early, like the reduced damage.
Oh, yeah, this is good that you even brought this up.
Yeah, so you just get to snowball. Like, the games, I've literally had a game, a couple games ago, I had 500 AP in 15 minutes on Ziggs, in like a challenger game. It's like an OCS bot lane. Like,
That's wild.
Yeah, we like killed them 2v2, we got the tower, go top, get that tower, because like, we got the tower because we stomped bot lane, and then we got top tower instantly because we use Herald, which is 2 plates, then we get 2 more plate, or 1 more plate, and then you get to satchel it. You get 5 plating instantly with Herald.
Satchel's guaranteed too, right?
Yeah, it's like, well, I put more points into it, so it's like 1.5, I would say. It's like 1.5. Just gotta like get it a little bit lower.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this. This is completely fresh for me in terms of like strategy.
It's disgusting.
Which actually brings me to another good question. You've been playing in high elo so long, you actually have played against more, I mean, you've played against probably more pro players and aspiring superstars than just about anybody. Who would you say right now is probably one of the best mids in solo queue to run into?
Let me look at the ladder real fast.
I know you're famous for your tier lists. I remember you had.
Oh man!
One day I got on Twitter and this guy has like all the cereal. I think it was. Or it's the Pop Tarts or whatever.
Dude, there was a grind, and then I ran out of ideas. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I feel like I'm doing a tier list every day. This dude's weird.
This guy's a freak. Ooh! I think the best non. Are we asking like anyone, like LCS included, or?
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
for non academy or LCS, the best mid laner by far is Fire. Like that guy is a fucking beast. Every time I verse that guy, I fucking shit myself. Like that guy is just too. He's in my head. He's in my head. Fire. That guy is
Five Fire.
Yeah, Fire. He is by far the best non academy LCS player. He is just. I don't know how he's not on one. He's absolutely insane. Besides him, for like pro players, I feel like I haven't seen them.
Yeah, this dude looks like Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
I've never watched Game of Thrones. I'll be honest.
What?
My last name is Stark, and I don't watch it. It is what it is.
That is a huge misplay by you. That show. I mean, don't watch the last season. Honestly, I think there's probably a stopping season somewhere in there. It's kind of like it's like the Matrix. You only really need to see the first one, and the rest of them you're kind of just trolling.
Yeah, I've heard the ending was one of the worst endings in the world.
Yeah, it's real bad. I mean, it did not. I was kind of thinking of like, have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
No.
Dude, my God.
I don't watch.
You were actually choking so hard.
I don't watch TV shows. I'm sorry.
I mean, maybe that is a good thing. I don't know, but Breaking Bad is not a TV show. It is actually like a legit. It is a legit masterpiece.
Yeah,
in
I
just
know.
Cinematography and film. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
bro, I'm looking at like
you went down the tier list with that. Actually,
that's why I never made like a TV show tier list. You know.
That's true.
Also,
that would definitely hold you back.
In North America, there's like no mid laners I see even like ranked on the leaderboard. I guess they just don't play the game or something. Like this is weird. I don't know, man.
I think the ladder is actually in a pretty sour state. I mean, it always kind of is when you get to like Diamond 2 and up. It always gets a little weird right away.
There's like no mid laners. I don't know. Power of Evil is really good for sure, but I mean he's not like super insane. It's kind of like Scales. I mean, obviously he's better than me, but you know.
He's consistent. I've played against him a few times last year when I was playing high elo games, and he's very just like, he doesn't do anything dumb very often. Which, I mean, that's the mark of a good comp player, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if you're an LCS, you're not going to be like inting games usually.
Yeah, I think he practices how he intends to play, because anytime I bumped into him, he's not doing anything crazy. He's not fancy, but you can't kill him. You're not going to kill him for any, just because. Like with these random guys in high elo, sometimes you're just like, dude, how are you even here? It's
yeah,
like they just die randomly in lane. Like, what the fuck?
There's like
you're a one-trick
no
pony.
mid-laners. Yeah, I'll just say Fire, and
Okay. I'm gonna look him up now. You hyped him up.
Yeah, he's actually insane. He's one of the best for sure.
Cool, interesting. Yeah,
And
I wanted
me, of
your
course.
perspective on it. And you? Is that what you said?
Yeah, me of course. Like if you don't value yourself, then like you're never gonna be a good player. If you don't think you're a good player, then no one thinks you're a good player. Facts.
Yeah, so I've been talking a lot of high elo stuff with you today, and that's probably a good segue actually into stuff that, because you and I just now were just talking high elo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a boot camp. People want to know about mid and how to climb from mid. You already said that you think AD mids are really good. I'm probably gonna just agree with you outright on that, just because of the Seekers nerf being such a pivotal nerf. What would you be playing if you were a low elo player, or if you were just giving advice to low elo players? Your tier list, your movie and TV show tier list probably not great, but your mid lane tier list is probably phenomenal for low elo.
I know a lot of people on my stream always ask me like, "Yo, Tempest, I don't play Yasuo. Should I pick him up?" I'm like, "Hell no! Do not touch that champion. That champion takes so many games to be good at. It is not worth it. Do not play that champ. That is for one." But I would definitely say Yone Yone is really, really good. If you get good at Yone, you can carry like any game. And I don't think he's like that hard. Like compared to Yasuo, he's not that hard. I would say Tristana.
He seems very like stat stick. Like he just kind of steamrolls.
He definitely has a high skill ceiling, but he's definitely not like Yasuo status. And he's actually good. Like, why would you? I'm not gonna tell someone to play Yasuo, a champion that's really hard mechanically. But, like, even if you get that good, it's like, why? Like, he's not even that good. He's okay. Well, I have a huge one. Nocturne mid. Nocturne mid is broken, and it's brain dead.
Yeah,
that's a huge one.
I recommend that one to my clients right now. Nocturne mid. Yeah.
Annie is very good for an AP mage. Like, she's brain dead, but she's really, really sharp. I think Annie's always good. That's like everyone says. Like LS, like that one's will always be like, she has a 53% win rate. Like, yeah, she's always like good. You can't fuck her up. So like Annie, Nocturne, I think Tristana's pretty good. If you get good at Tristana, like she's really, really strong. Ari's actually pretty good right now if you want AP. 53% win rate.
You were talking about Ari, and then Ari was getting played in pros too. It's the Everfrost synergy is what you're bitching about. And then as soon as I saw it being picked in pros, I was like, that's what he was talking about earlier, because I didn't even know that she was getting played.
Yeah, she lost every game, but I mean, that's just pros being bad at it, in my opinion.
Yeah, you think it's good.
Yeah, especially I don't know if it's that good in pro play, but
yeah, this could be one of those scenarios where it got picked up because pros faced it in solo queue enough times, and they were like, "This has got to work, right?"
It's just so good in solo queue, right? Because like, it's really safe. You have your ult if you get ganked. So people who are bad at like getting ganked, it's pretty hard to die. And then later stages of the game, if you land 1E, that guy just dies. Like it's one of those champions where it's like a ghost. It's like a go signal, right? Like you don't have comms, but if someone sees someone get charmed, they just all jump on that guy, dead. Same with Annie. You stun that guy, dead. It's the same thing with Ari. Just see it. She has a lot of mobility. She can roam easily. Hard to die with in lane. Land a charm late game, they just die.
Yeah, that's funny. I love that term that you just used, ghost signal, because all the years I played TF, I always feel like everyone knows what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like I never make a play and like scratch my head like, why did my teammate? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, why did he follow me? It's like when I play Silas and I have a play in mind, it's like I'm trying to get them to read Braille or something. Like they don't. I mean, you almost can't even blame them, because your idea, you'll have in your head, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take the Lissandra ult, I'm gonna E here, and I'm gonna ult this guy, and then you ping it, and then your teammate's like, I have no idea what you're about to do, brother. I'm just gonna stand like 2 screens back. I'm gonna take a breather and watch it, and then maybe I'll come up if it kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's a cool concept
for sure.
Signal.
Yeah, it's kind of like why Moo and Malphite are OP. Like when they go in and ult, like everyone's jumping in.
Yeah, without much thought.
Yeah. I think Kiana's really OP too.
Kiana?
Yeah,
for
Kiana's
newbies
really
though.
Yeah, I mean, not for. If we're talking about like newbies, probably not. Like, yeah, Kiana and Talon are like, they have a very specific playstyle. Well, if you just like AFK sit mid and you're not getting the roams off, you're just gonna lose. So.
All right, let me throw some conditional ones at you, and you can tell me. These are champions that I think are very easy for people to play, and they can be played in mid and top. Okay, and you tell me if you think it's ridiculous to recommend this to noobs. And you are welcome to disagree with me, because I will defend my picks.
What are we defining as noobs? Like gold and below, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like somewhere in that like plat lower range.
Okay. Hit
Garen
me with it.
mid.
That champ is OP. You can't fuck it up. Yes. You can pick that into any matchup. You cannot die on it. Well, actually, I played in Challenger. It was like a GM game. I had a Garen who went Fleet to Resolve second. He died solo 5 times in 5 minutes. I was like, how is this physically possible? I don't really understand, but you should not die on that champion.
That just sounds like he didn't ward. That's what that's.
It was 1v1, man. It wasn't gangs. It wasn't gangs.
What was he dying to? Do you remember?
Tryndamere without Ignite.
That would actually, well, maybe not without.
Yeah, without Ignite, he had Ghost.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tryndamere's pretty tough. For
yeah.
That's a tricky one. But yeah, no Ignite, no, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I was like, what
that's nonsense. The other one that I recommend,
Annie.
No, I actually don't like Annie, so I find
it interesting.
And I don't like Annie just because the macro is not as binary. I'm big on making it so that the clients don't have to think about their waves as much with their decisions. I also recommend Echo, which is like not like he's not like, you know, the easiest champion in theory, but in my opinion, I think he is kind of easy. Because you just crash wave over and over again. Obviously, we're beyond the seeker shit now, the nerfs. Like at the time that I was recommending him, I hadn't let the changes kind of settle yet and get used to it. But I would just have them just crash wave and run around.
I mean, that's true. You just like press Q on the wave, and then like if you see someone, you just EQ auto, and they just die. So
yeah, it's really hard to screw up the damage, and it's pretty easy to just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh shit, right? Like I just press R and then go side lane or something while I wait for my next R.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think he's that hard for sure. I still think Andy's like easier, but I guess it's like
no, this is good. This is good. Disagreement is good. I always am like, I don't know about Andy because, like, you recommended Nocturne, right? I agree with Nocturne tenfold because it's like all they got to do is cue the wave and slap it a couple times, and then they're off to the races. And then they've obviously got a solo kill potential. They could just Q and then E somebody. I mean, and trust me, players in gold, they're lower, they're gonna fuck that up somehow. Like you wouldn't think it's possible until you see it yourself. I mean, then you're like, oh.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from with Echo, because it's the same concept of Nocturne basically. It's just your AP. Like you just push the wave with your Q, and you find someone to kill. Like even with Nocturne, you could mess that up mechanically. Like you could like ult, and then you don't Q in the middle of your ults.
You don't Q in flight. You ult, and then you're out of range.
Yeah, and you don't Stridebreaker.
You get in there. You don't Stridebreaker for some reason. You ult, and then you land the Q, and then for some reason you forget the W, and the Lux binds you. Like you just like shit like that. That's just like, I don't know how you messed that up, dude. But this is why you're on Nocturne for now, and not Akali.
Yeah, if you're messing that up, do not play Yasuo. Like
that's what I'm trying to say. And so there's these. All right, here's the other one. Malphite with Comet.
Yes, that is very brain dead. You just queue them over and over again. If they get like half HP, you just press ult and kill them. Very simple.
Very, very skillful. You'll feel very good about yourself after the game. You'll feel really happy that you learned this very mechanically intensive champion. And the only thing is, I guess the wave management is a little like different, but like
yeah. I mean, Malphite, AP Malphite is like similar to Annie. Don't you think? It's like very, very similar.
Yeah. I guess I like Malphite more because I feel like it's more forgiving in the lane phase itself.
That makes sense.
Because you're gonna bump into, like you said, a bunch of AD mids all the time. I basically program these guys to pick stuff like Garen and Malphite because you already know what's gonna happen in low elo, right? Like some idiot's gonna show up with Yasuo, right? It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you on your 10 your 10th account trying to climb with Yasuo.
And they just lock in Malphite and just win. I'm just like, okay. You okay, man.
You're like, man, I can't outplay this guy. He's too good. And then you just stop playing it. And it's like, yeah. And the other thing is, any of these AD champs, there's like Zeds, the Yasuos, the Talons, the Kianas, the Kalis, all that stuff. It's like if I put a noob on Garen and I have him just dump into the wave with E over and over again, he's not gonna miss farm as often too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just like the other problem.
Yeah, I've actually told my friend to play Annie, and he just could not farm with Annie. Like I know you can like Q the wave, but like I definitely know where you're coming from because Malphite doesn't really have to like do the stun thing, right? You just press Q and you get auto the wave. But with Annie, CSing the wave with autos is hard. So you want to do it with Q, but then like you want to have your Q stacked. So it's like managing that your stun is actually kind of like difficult.
I think that's,
I guess.
Yeah, that's insightful.
That's like obviously I'm not trying to make Annie sound fucking like hard, but
No, this is legit. No, what you're saying is completely legit, and this is part of the reason why I've been kind of timid to recommend it. It's the same reason. It's the same problem that you'll run into with Twisted Fate, for example, where it's like there's countless Twisted Fates between like, you know, Gold and Diamond 2 or whatever. And the big reason that they really can't break past those points is a lot of them struggle with the auto attack, the managing the harass on top of the managing the cards.
Yeah, I mean, then you have like Tempest who tries to play TF and goes 1-9 yesterday. There was a bit of a blower. champ is definitely
he's technical in a weird way. Like it takes time, and it's the auto attacks that are a big one. And what you just said too, he's not easy to get through the lanes with. It's like
if you versus an assassin like Fizz, Silas, like you're gonna die if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's very tough and very unforgiving. It's definitely one of those matchups where it's like if you do have the experience on him, you can get away with like Dopa, right? Like Dopa blind picks this champion pretty much whenever he wants. And it's like, it doesn't really matter as long as you know their lethal range is really tightly and you play right on that line. But it's literally like 1 pixel too close. And you are not only do you just die there, but now you're just dead for the rest of the game for the next, like, I don't know, however many minutes, right? Until you get like a Zonia's or something.
Yeah. I would never recommend like TF. Like TF and Galio are really good for solo queue, but like first of all, if your team is really bad, it's really hard to carry. We can agree on that, right? Like playing TF Galio.
Oh no, yeah, I don't play TF unless if I play TF in low elo, I'm gonna play like the AD variant of it.
Yeah, they're like higher elo champs. Like they're really OP in higher elo, but low elo, like you can't really carry, and like it's a very unique playstyle where like it's so macro intensive. It's not simple.
Yeah, I found that issue with Galio too. I have
another good champ for like low elo people that maybe you can give insight on.
Okay.
So like, let's say if someone was like, "Yo, I want to play like an assassin. What is the easiest?" I would say Diana. I think Diana is probably the most simple assassin.
Okay, I like Diana, but I like her with phase rush.
I mean, I don't know the setup really. I've seen people go Diana with phase rush for sure. I've seen either phase rush or electrocute.
Yeah, no. See, I'm like 50-50 on Diana. I don't love her, but I don't hate her with phase rush.
Yeah, I don't play her. I find her boring, to be honest. It just feels really.
Does anybody even play her in high elo right now?
There's like Arc second. There's someone in Korea who's like rank 30. He's a Diana one trick.
Oh really? That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and
I wonder if he's running phase rush. Yeah,
he goes electrocute every game, I think.
That's interesting. Then I stand corrected on that because my opinion of it's always been, well, she was running phase rush. Like it was meta for like, I don't know. It was like for like a month or so. It was meta in like the higher elos, but like, I don't know what made it stop happening, but I like that idea to teach clients because basically anytime a champion is like, I go in and die, like that's when I'm kind of.
Yeah. You just go in and press R and you do a shit ton of damage. She's very one-dimensional. You can't really mess her up. Unlike Zed and like Yasuo's not an assassin, but like Zed, Yasuo, Yone, like you could fuck up those champs really hard. Like I wouldn't say like for gold and below, I would not say play Yone.
Really? No Yone?
I don't think Yone. I've coached a lot of Yones. Like
I bet you have.
He is. That champion can look so OP, but then at the same time, you can look so fucking stupid. Like if you E and then miss R and miss everything, and then E back, your whole team's dying and they're just pinging you. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like that champion, you can look so stupid on. It is insane.
Yeah, that's who's Quantum? Who's Quantum? You know who Quantum is?
Yeah, he's like He's I don't know how high elo. I don't think he's challenger this season, but he's like a challenger mid-laner. He plays Diana, plays Fizz. He played some Yone, but not much anymore.
Yeah, someone mentioned it in chat. As soon as I bring it up, as they were talking about Diana. Still, people do like Diana. A lot of I actually get a lot of clients for Diana. And I'm not the hugest fan of her, but I'll let it go. Galio, I don't mind recommending. I don't mind recommending Galio for noobs. Since you brought him up.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he has a 53% win rate, so obviously
he's not, like you said, he's not gonna 1v9.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely been in that situation where I'm like, Jesus Christ, I should have just picked Tryndamere. This is stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I think he's better than TF for sure. He's easier than TF. 100%.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to mess up a Galio play, isn't it? You'd really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it. I'll mess it up because that one is not as easy. It's weird. It's funny that you say that Galio is easy because for me, I see plays and I'm like, if I just played TF, I probably wouldn't have botched this, but it's just because he's one of my old mains.
Really? Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I just imagine, like, if someone's in trouble, you just Galio ult and then you hold down W. But with, like, someone tries that with TF, they ult, they pull out a blue card, they hit a minion and just die. And they're like, oh, shit. I wish I was playing Galio.
Yeah, it feels. I think the problem that I have with Galio too is that there's this like weird mid-late game scenario with Galio that I don't feel like happens to me with Twisted Fate. With like Twisted Fate, I feel like I can side lane and I'm allowed to, but with Galio, every time I side lane, I just feel like an idiot for doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I could agree on that for sure.
Because everybody can just kill me like really fast. I can't get away from them as easily. With Twisted Fate, I can like ult in advance when I think I'm about to get collapsed on. Like, I don't know. Galio's weird, man. It's a weird champion. It feels like it feels like he wins, obviously, but I don't know. I don't crush with him ever.
Yeah, I would never. I don't play that champion. It's so boring. It's so I hate that champion. Hate versing it. Hate playing it.
Hate versing it.
What else is good? I think Diana would be the only assassin you'd recommend, right? Like you wouldn't even recommend Diana. Like assassins are just kind of like it's scary to go for those champions.
So you recommended Tristana earlier, and I like that. I like that recommendation a lot. Now I'm gonna get your opinion on one. Lucian mid.
Yeah. Noobs. I mean, it's the same with Tristana. I think you definitely have to be like decent because like it's really okay. So it's really easy to win lane on Lucian and Tristana. We could agree with that. Like it's pretty hard to lose the lane just because of like the stats you have. But the thing with Tristana and Lucian is like if you mess up once, the game gets so much harder.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, that's just correct. I think.
Yeah, like you're just an 80 carry, you die instantly. So like if you get behind, if your team's behind and you're playing Lucian Tristana, it's really hard to like play the game out, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Lucian and Tristana are both very, very, very strong right now for sure. I think Tristana's a little bit better. But Lucian is still like insane. I hate versing Lucian. I hate versing both.
What do you pick? What do you pick in the Lucian to beat Lucian?
Annie.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually a counter because you press E on Annie and it's like a Thornmail, right? And he auto attacks twice. So when he like E's at you autos, it's 2 autos, so he's taking twice the damage from your E. As long as you time the E. Yeah, so that one's good. I mean, Yasuo's not bad because he's an 80 carry. As long as you get through the early game, it's not too bad. Victor's
yeah,
good.
I guess it's one of those scenarios where it's like, oh, I'm allowed to play this, right? For you.
Yeah, and Tristana. I actually like Yasuo and Tristana. I hate Yone. If you're playing Yone and Tristana, just FF. Like that is impossible to play. It's so, because she just jumps on you and you die if you're not sitting on tower. But with Yasuo, if she jumps in, she can't get the reset because you win wall. So Yasuo's actually really good in Tristana.
Yeah, that's legit. I mean, I've never thought of it that way with the Annie pick though. Yeah, that's probably why you have such a lean on Annie too, because you're thinking about that matchup in particular.
Yeah, they usually pick Lucian, and then I pick Annie, and then they put Lucian bot, and they put Syndra mid, and then I FF. But that's fine. That's why it's scary, because he's a flex pick too. That's why those champions are OP too, right? Because Tristana and Lucian can go any lane. It's like, well...
You can get bluffed real quick.
Yeah, I pick Yasuo and Tristana. Oh, it was Tristana bot, Renekton mid. Good luck. I dodged.
Yeah, they go, XD, I was just kidding.
Yeah, so that's why those picks are even stronger, because you just don't know. Unless you're ghosting. You know.
Well, that's the comp viability coming out as well. I mean, comp viability stuff shows up in like Masters Plus in those games.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Occasionally, maybe not all the time.
In Korea, it happens every game probably, but in NA, no.
No.
And it's like, yo, it's like I pick Tristana mid, and I'm like going to my carry. Yo, can you take the Tristana? It's like, I one trick a zillion bot. Sorry. It's like, oh, my bad. Bro, support mains in NA is a big. It's just they all play enchanters. It's so annoying.
Oh, you know, Lothars hates enchanters.
Really? Wait, doesn't he play Bard?
Bard is an enchanter in his eyes.
What is Bard? What is Bard?
Bard is just a Bard. Oh,
Bard is Bard. Bard is Bard.
Bard is his own champion. Actually, now that you say it, I
think it's kind of weird.
That's why he says that, because I think he views Bard as more of just a roamer, like Alistar. I think he views it in that light, because he spent the whole time talking about supports, and he's just like, yeah, no one should be playing enchanters right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like I have nothing against enchanter players. It's like I honestly feel bad for them that their champions are so bad for this long. Like Riot just hates enchanters. Like there's
I mean,
nothing
I hate
wrong
him
with
too. I'm okay
Yeah.
with Enchantress being bad, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just so bad. It's like when I pick Yasuo bot, I'm like, yo, can you pick like Alistar, Rel? They're like, what about Janna? I'm like, okay, let's FF. Like, no, man, you can't play Janna Yasuo bot. That doesn't work.
Yeah, I think about it, and I feel like with enchanters, they're in a really tricky spot, and I feel like old Yummy Cat is like the epitome of what I visualize when I think about enchanters. They just win more after your opponent fucked up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's like, oh, your opponent fucked up. Now you're gonna watch my health bar just rise no matter what you do. And
I mean,
it's like, okay.
I don't think there's anything. But I think Janna actually takes skill. Like, I think Janna's actually. People like say she's like the most brain. I don't know how she's considered brain dead. I think Janna,
she's not. She's not. I agree completely.
Yeah, I think the two enchanters that are actually good right now are the most brain dead ones. It's Yuumi and Lulu. That's all you see in high. It's so gross. Like Lulu, Yuumi, Seraphine. That's the only enchanters you see. Those are the top 3 most brain dead ones. Like there's just. It's gross.
Lulu takes a little something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean Lulu's not that easy, but compared to Yuumi and Seraphine, it's like, man, you can't.
I'll give you those.
Yeah,
those are like, yeah. I mean, you pick Seraphine, you just win more because you have the R. It seems like.
Yeah.
It's like you just get this R key now, and then you're good to go. Whereas Yumi's like, I don't know, man. I've seen some good ones sometimes, but it doesn't even feel like they have to be that good. They just have to not be dumb enough to stick on the wrong like that's like the skill gap with Yuumi.
Yeah. Ooh, I like you're saying, because you know how Yuumi like has to exit the host to get mana back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Ziggs is really good against it. Because as soon as she exit, you just press W. You just throw the satchel. She just dies. It's actually really good against her. Or she just has to stay in the whole time. Like she can't react to it. It's just too fast.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's really
these enchanters are just that I don't know, man. That's another topic for another day. Yeah. I'm gonna say, Chad, I'm gonna turn it over to my boot campers. Let's take a couple questions and then I'll let Tempest go away and get back to his life in high elo. He's literally decaying off of his like 10th account right now because he's having this conversation.
I dropped a 1 hour queue time for this.
Dude,
1 hour
that's
queue
crazy.
time.
What is it? What are his thoughts of Katarina and Nico being 2 champions to climb within mid gold?
Thoughts on Katarina and Nico? I mean, I think Katarina is just the epitome of like a broken solo queue champ. Like if you're good at Katarina, you're gonna climb, right? But like there's like a couple champions where if you are good at them, you will get to like Master Plus or like at least Diamond. Because like, but those are champs you get the one trick, right? You're just like, oh, I'm gonna pick up Katarina. It's like, it's like a one trick champ. Same with Riven. Honestly, Yasuo is a one trick champ. There's just some champs you get the one trick with. Because if you don't one trick them, it's just such a unique playstyle, right? Like no champion is like Katarina with like the resets. Like Talon is similar, but he doesn't have resets. It's like different. And Nico, I think Nico is like, I don't know. I hardly see that champ, but when I do, it's so annoying.
I recommend, that was the one I missed today when we were talking about good picks. I recommend Nico
a
lot to people in mid.
She has a 53% win rate. Yeah, I mean, I think she's really good. She's not played very often, so it like, I think she's like sleeper too. That champ is annoying.
Yeah, I've been recommending it, and I've just kind of, I feel like it's one of those champions where someone will be like, I want to play Lux mid, and I'm like, just play fucking Nico. What are you doing?
Do not play Lux mid. There's there's too many champions that are better than Lux.
Yeah, it's like, please just play Nico. I want to play Morgana mid. Please just play Nico.
That champ is so... I swear she's so broken. Especially if they lock in a melee champ mid. Like, you verse like a Yone or like who else is a melee champ mid? I don't know. Like Yone, not Yasuo, because Yasuo actually does kind of well. Diana. Like, melee champs can't play against Nico. You just get E, and then when you engage on her, she W's away. It's like, man, it's too cringe.
She's pretty safe for ganks too.
Yeah. Her team fight's amazing, which is very important in low elo for sure. Team fight, I mean, even in high elo, just in solo queue in general, because like split pushing isn't really that. Like you could fuck that up a lot easier than team fighting, right? Like team fight is just safe, so it's like whichever team usually has the better team fight, especially since it's soul meta. Like whoever gets soul usually just wins the game, so you can't really split when soul's coming up. So then, like, a team fight breaks out in Dragon, you get your Nico ult, you just flash 5-man ult, GG.
Yeah, the game's over.
Her ult is so
The game's
broken.
over.
It's an Amumu ult that you could flash with. What is that?
Yeah, no, this is a good pick. I'm glad that I'm glad someone asked about Nico because I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, that's a really
what are
good
your
one.
thoughts on the best AP champs to pick in bot aside from Ziggs?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think Ziggs
Syndra
is
or no?
honestly... Syndra used to be meta bot, but she got nerfed quite a bit. Her mana pool is like really bad.
Okay.
I would say Ziggs. I think Vigar. Vigar is really good. And it's really simple.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's terrible mid, but he is pretty good bot lane. Swain has a 55% win rate, by the way.
Dude, who the hell... dude, Saber said Swain was bad.
In high elo, yes, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. If we're still, yeah, because Saber's like, why the hell would you pick Swain? If someone picks Kai'Sa, you're gonna hate your life when she gets.
Ooh, that's why I ban every single game, by the way, when I play Ziggs bot. Every game I ban Kai'Sa. That champ is too cringe. There's a 43% pick rate. Holy shit. Nah, that champ's too OP. So yeah, Vigar, Ziggs are my top two, and then like Swain. But Swain, you need like a support. You need CC with him, like a Leona. Like you can't play Swain Janna, right? Like how is that gonna work? You can't pull off anything, so it feels really bad. So Swain's kind of like on the fence. So I'll just stick with like Vigar, Ziggs, and I think Cassiopeia is good sometimes, but I mean she's really hard. So.
Yeah, Swain was one that I brought up to him yesterday because when I was chatting with him,
Karthus.
I'm of the opinion. Oh, Karthus, yes, that is a very good one. Yeah. Karthus was being meta. He was meta for I don't know, so like the past 6 months. You just throw him anywhere.
I have one. I have one that's like I haven't seen in a while, but it's like really easy. Heimerdinger. I think Heimerdinger bot's still like fine. It's very simple. Well, I don't think it's. That
one's hard as fuck to play, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I lied.
That guy's weird to play.
Yeah, never mind. But he's good.
I tried to pull him out. Yeah, if you could pilot him, by all means. I feel like what happens with Heimerdinger's players is that they cheese lane with it, right? They just kind of like turret cheese, and like either they get ganked, which is hard to avoid, and then if they somehow survive the lane phase, then the team fight phase breaks out, and they just like whiff their ult somewhere, and then you're just like, okay, well, yeah, that was good try.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend Heimer over the other three. I said Karthus, Ziggs, and Vigar. Yeah. I think those ones are they have so much utility and just like so much scaling, and they're like decent in lane. Well, Vigar's like in lane. Also, someone in my chat said, ask him about Tom Kench mid. Like, what does that even mean?
Tom Kench mid?
I mean, if you want to lose, yeah. I guess.
Dude, I think Tom Kench jungle. I have a boot camper who's playing Tom Kench jungle who has like a 5 camp. He's like a 5 camp clear. I dueled with this guy a couple of my games, and he literally 5 camped and showed up on Scuttle at like 3:15 and like stole the Scuttle away. And I'm like, all right, man. Like, like, all right, it's not a bad play, dude.
Oh, also, since we already talked about Papa Bear, I think Malzahar is very good in low elo. Ooh, actually,
oh yeah,
my friend is my friend like barely plays League. He's like he's like in the army, so but he like plays League on his free time, and like he just like told me he was like asking me what to play. I shit you not, I told him to play Brand mid and Malzahar mid, and he literally just climbed to like almost gold like instantly. He doesn't even like play the game.
Wait, he was playing. Did you say Malzahar?
Yeah, Malzahar and Brand.
Oh man.
Because like you can't fuck those champs up. You can't be useless on Malzahar and Brand. It's not possible. I told him to play Annie. He fucking inted. Like obviously Annie's not that easy because he hard inted. He just lost. But Brand, even if you die twice in lane, you just press all your abilities. You do so much. Keep on every Brand game.
Brand, it's weird. It's like I'm hesitant to recommend.
Yeah, I think that ship is terrible mid. I think he's terrible mid, but
like I'm scared to recommend him in general just because of the habits he creates.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get better, don't play Brand. But I mean, yeah, he just like was winning every Brand game, and he doesn't even play the champ. He just you land through abilities, they die. You int, you press R, and you do like half of everyone's health. So, but yeah, that champ sucks.
Yeah, that would be an interesting, definite, an interesting thing to pick up.
I think Malzahar is just better. Malzahar is
I'm
actually
gonna study this Papa Bear guy's games.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
obviously,
gonna fucking, yo, he's my next guest speaker. I'm gonna find this fucking guy.
obviously,
Let's
that
talk to
champ's
Papa
OP.
Bear.
That
Yeah,
champ's
I'm gonna
OP.
message him. Who the fuck is he?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna find his ass on Twitter. I'm gonna be like, dude, listen, I heard you were the man. We need to figure out this Malzahar shit. I'm gonna watch his gameplay. Let's see. Thoughts on AP Twitch bot?
Ooh, that's a big one actually too. It's a very like unique playstyle though. It's kind of weird. It's not like Brain Dead.
Probably not for noobs.
Yeah, I tried playing it. I inted. I don't know. It's like I don't know. You have to like stack up your thing and then like. I don't think it's good for noobs, but it's definitely viable for sure.
Yeah.
Weird though, they nerfed it, I think.
What is leaning? How do I determine when to lean which way? Oh, you talking about mid lane.
Like where to position?
Yeah.
Usually just like lean where your jungler's like what side your jungler's on, just so like if you get ganked from there you can like well, I mean obviously you should like ward somewhere and then just like hug that side wherever you ward. I try to get a ward of the Raptors and just hug that side.
Yeah, it makes sense. The big thing with mids guys is that like, well, a lot of students is like they'll just stand willy-nilly to one side and it's like, why are you over there? Like there's nobody over there. You better swap over the other side before you get ganked.
Yeah. They're like ward the other side then hug the other side, like bro, what are you doing? They just die. The point? It's like why'd you ward that other side then?
Yeah. What are his thoughts on flashless mid?
Flashless mid, like what champion? Or like any champion in general?
I don't know. I wonder if he's talking about like these like occasional like
like Katarina's like
ignite. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the only champ I know that does that is like Katarina go TP ignite. I mean
Kali does it, Camille can do it sometimes.
I don't know. Honestly, last time I versed a Katarina went TP ignite, I was like venting to my stream, I was like, you see this guy? This guy's dog shit. I was like, he needs such a crutch to play the game. Like, I don't think it's a good habit to build. Like, you need Ignite to win lane, and you need TP to, like... I don't... Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking
I see why you're hating.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a hater, but I just think
you could hate, but then the counterpoint becomes, like, if he gets away with it... If he can get away with it and get fed... Because it's double pressure if he can get through a lane.
Yeah,
but then
I think for Akali it's fine because it's like a playstyle. But like, I've actually like coached multiple people, like 2 people who play Katarina. I just like don't know what to say. It's just like it's maybe it's not a TP ignite thing. Maybe it's a Katarina thing. I'll be honest. I hate Katarina players. Like that champion is the most elo and played piece of shit. There's no skill. There is literally no skill with that champion. You just cheese the whole game. They're like, oh, what did I do wrong this playthrough or game? I'm just like, I don't fucking know, bro. You didn't go bot and get a triple kill. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this champ is so stupid, man. I hate that champion.
Yeah, I'm like torn. I think a lot of your animosity towards it comes from some of the stuff that you pick. Because for me, historically, all of my picks have never had an issue. I've never had an issue with that champion. There's other champions that you like facing that I can't stand facing. But
the thing is, I play Yasuo, which is like your hardest counter.
Yeah, that would be
I don't know. Maybe it's a mental block. Same with Riven. Riven and Katarina are my biggest mental blocks. If you pick those champions against me, you win. I can't.
Well, all the ones that you're facing are like godly.
Well, yeah, that too.
That's the other thing. I think for most players, you know, Katarina is pretty exploitable in the sense that their all-ins are going to be bad. Their positioning is going to be bad. I feel like...
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I feel like that champion is definitely one that's very, very frustrating, though. I think a lot of people can actually relate to your frustration nonetheless because it just feels so obnoxious to play against. Oh my god, I'm getting random shit in my ear. What the hell is this?
For like... it's not mid. This isn't like based on mid, but if there was like one champion you could be amazing at, I would say the best one would be Riven. I think Riven is like the best solo queue champ in the game.
Did you know who Oryx is?
Yeah.
He coached me on Riven on my channel.
Really? That champ is
fun.
Amazing. That champ is just Thanos if you get good at it.
Thanos.
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know. Okay,
yeah, she kind of like got over the hump recently with the changes.
I mean, I'm super biased because I play Yasuo Yon, and let me tell you, those matchups, Not playable. Not playable at all. So
yeah,
definitely
those
biased on
feel
those.
Thanos.
That's rough.
Let's see here. So double checking if if AD is the mid meta and having AP at bottom, does it make sense to do Varus AP build or stick with the actual mage champ?
Well, I mean, as long as AP, that's all that matters. Doesn't have to be an AP champ. I think AP Varus might come back next patch. Actually, they're buffing Varus. I heard it might come back. But yeah, that could be another pick for AP
that
bottom.
Could be, yeah. It just depends on what they do. I haven't seen it. Did they even say what they were doing with them, or did they just?
I think so. I didn't really check though. I hate that show.
He's another one that's like when he's viable, he's just like pick ban and pro.
Yeah.
Ban and like high elo. Like he's so obnoxious.
Varus, Ash meta, Pog.
Oh, here we go. When do you know when you should dodge a game?
Ooh, I get asked that a lot on stream. Obviously, there's like two checks that you have to do. First, it's like you have like a lot of autofilled. If you have a lot of autofilled, probably just dodge, especially if it's jungle. Autofill jungle is just impossible to play with. Or if well, autofill doesn't matter that much in the low elo. It's what's it called? Champ diff. So like, let's say you're in if we're talking about like silver gold, if one team has Garen and Annie, and then your team has like a Kali Zed, fucking dodge.
Yeah,
you can't win.
It's so true.
Even in Challenger, you low man. But like, you have like a 20% chance of winning, if that. Like, your gold Zed and Akali are not gonna pop off, man. It's not gonna happen.
It's not happening, dude. You better get out of the way. This is my classic example. It's like you're down bot lane and you're super amped to be playing League of Legends, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna play my Kaiser or whatever. I'm gonna carry these idiots. And then your team goes, all right, I'm gonna be playing support Bard, mid Zed, top Akali, and jungle Lee Sin. And then the other team's like, okay, we're gonna be going Malphite top.
Yeah.
Garen mid,
dodge,
Mundo
dodge.
jungle.
You can't
and it's
win.
like, oh my god, get me the fuck
win.
out of here. Or no, sorry, not Mundo jungle. I lied. You know it's coming, dude. The Master Yi jungle, dude.
Oh my god.
It's over, dude. You fist pump dodge. You throw a parade as you dodge.
There's only 2 champions I've like ever lost to in gold. Garen and Master Yi. Like there's
Master Yi, bro. I tell everybody.
Dude. When I was doing the normal MMR shit with TF Blade, me and TF Blade, 2 players who have been top 10, literally lost the normal game almost against a Master Yi who was pre-30. He was too good. I don't know.
You said at 3:30.
Pre-30 game. He was pre-30.
3:30. I thought you were like 3:30, like 3:30 a.m. or some shit. Like
he was pre-30. We won, but it was the hardest game of my life. I swear to God.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a clip of TF Blade losing to Master Yi and raging. And I mean, it's honestly, I have lost. I will admit, like, we should make a support group for like high elo players that have lost on Smurfs to Master Yi's and like fucking gold. Because I got to the point where, dude, people would argue with me. Like, I forget who it was. I think it was like King Sticks or whoever the fuck I was playing with at the time. And I was like, dude, you banned Master Yi in low elo. He's like, dude, Master Yi's not that scary in low elo. And then we lost in low elo.
Yeah.
To Master Yi. I'm like, dude, I told you this fucking champion will win in low elo. Like, there's just no way around it. You can't beat him. He's the best.
Especially as a Yasuo
he's the best
player.
champion in the game. Yeah, man. Oh my god, at least Funnel's gone. Jesus Christ.
Oh my, that was disgusting.
Yeah. At least Yi is weak right now. So.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I can link you an account that says otherwise. You want me to link it?
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Is this still his name? No, wait. What's his IGN? Dude, there's this guy named Report Yi, and his name is he was like 500 LP, 70% win rate, only at Master Yi.
Really?
Yeah, he changed.
Is he playing solo? Well, I guess you have to play solo plus Master. Yeah. Completely
solo, 70% win rate, only Master Yi. No, he's actually really OP if you go Duskblade build. Duskblade and what is it? I forgot the other item, but
why do you think there aren't more Yi players? Like he's so binary. He's so obvious. But every year there's always like only a handful of them that really get that high.
You
know? Like, minus the funnel shit. The funnel shit is just... That was stupid.
Oh, I found him.
Okay. Link it to me. Yeah. Let's see this. He's having a bad go of it. Oh, no. He's having a rough time in flex queue. I'm sorry. His flex queue days are apparently numbered. Let me pull this up correctly. Oh, wait. Did he sell the account?
Wait.
No, he didn't sell it.
Oh. I was looking at all of it. I was like, wait a minute.
No. He didn't sell it yet. Well, maybe he did. He went 0-7 on Darius.
Also, my friend is DM'd me. That rank 1 EUS Mel shows how dog shit mid is, because low ecom safe mage hits rank 1. He can sack waves and still be... Oh, that's why how he wins, right? He just sack waves mid just to help his team, and it works because, like, it doesn't matter.
But he had to get... But that... See, here's the problem with that theory, is that he had to get over the hump somewhere.
That's true.
You don't just warp into high elo and start stacking waves.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not... I don't know.
He can't be that bad.
Well, I don't think we're calling him bad. I don't think he was calling him bad. He's just saying, like... Yeah. He's just saying how bad... Oh, actually, I was playing in a tournament yesterday, and I was playing Anivia mid versus a Xerath. And I literally sacked 2 waves to TP top and got my top laner double kill. I was level 4 to level 6. It just didn't matter. Because, like... A gap in top lane versus a gap in mid lane is just so different. When there's a gap in top lane, game's over. When there's a gap in mid, it's like, eh. At least
same
with
with a gap
mage.
in bot too.
Yeah, exactly. Like mid is just. Whenever I say mid is weak, people are just like, you're delusional. But it's like it's just weird because like, it's just not. It's hard to build a lead, at least with mages. I think if people start playing AD mid laners, start playing like Tristana Lucian, and they just like snowball their lead like that, then yeah, mid lane's good. But like if you're just playing mages,
yeah.
Oh, also we didn't even.
I've had some XP issues in tests with Silas, and yeah, I don't think it's always the end of the world.
Yeah.
I think though, in the case of Anivia, you can justify it because at the very least you can clear waves safely.
Yeah. For sure. Like after
I don't know about
6,
Malzahar though. Malzahar, I don't know if it's... Well, I guess it is kind of safe, even if you fall behind.
Yeah, you just like EW and you don't have to touch the wave actually.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Then maybe you're right. Maybe it's just an insurance policy of
that
like, well, yeah, I could win through a good TP and then turtle the tower and just keep doing it. I'm still gonna watch that guy's gameplay because I've been playing this game for a while. I've never heard of that. Also,
we never talked about like really bad champions to play and like we talk about good ones, but like I just want to say like I don't think playing Orianna or Victor, like those champs are terrible for climbing in my opinion. I think they're just awful.
I tell people I think Victor's the worst champ in the game. I've tried to get done in a call sometime next
he's not a good
I
solo
want to
queue
get him
champ at all. Orianna and Victor are terrible in solo queue. They're gods in competitive because it's just farming. It's just AFK farming. And then like when you hit 2 items, you're super strong. That doesn't happen in solo queue. Like, you can't wait till 2 items. You're not going to be the reason you're going to win.
Is he still playing Challenger?
He hasn't streamed in a long time. I think he's dead inside. I don't know.
Just because of Victor.
No, I think it's because the computer actually like exploded or something. But I don't think he's been. What's his account name? Yo, chat. What's his account name? You guys know? Trying to get done in a call. Good joke. Yeah, he's pretty lazy to do things. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, the only reason I said it is because it was such a meme. Like, I literally would be on stream in, like, Smurf games or whatever, and just like when I wasn't coaching, I'd always get a Victor mid, and he just would do nothing for, like, the entire game. And, like, win or lose, I'd be like, this guy is not doing anything.
Okay,
like,
so I just found his account. Victor, Dunn, probably the best Victor in North America. We could probably agree on that, right? Like, he's supposed to...
I believe so. That's why I even reached out to him.
20 games. He has played 20 games. None of those 20 games have been Victor. He just doesn't play it. He just thinks it's terrible in solo queue, which it is. 40 games. He's played 40 games in a row, not a single Victor game.
Yeah, that's kind of like me with how I feel with Gangplank. It's like, I don't know why anybody would play Gangplank.
He's playing Silas, Ryze.
Baka plays it, but yeah.
Ari, Silas, Ari, Cassiopeia. Like, even Oh, he plays a lot of Viego now. Viego's really good.
No, Viego's cool. Viego actually works. Yeah, you could play that. That's your AD mid right there. And probably, well, I don't know. How does Viego hold up versus fucking Talon and Zed?
Actually, that's fine, I think.
Yeah, I guess you could play it. It's not gonna be that bad. I'm just trying to visualize. I feel like Viego. You know what? I read Viego so wrong. By the way, when he came out, I thought he was gonna be a top laner. I like bet everything on it, because LS was like, oh, he's gonna be a jungle. I was like, Nick, no. That's not how this is gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna work this way. And then I was like, Nick's wrong. He's gonna be top. And then he wound up being a mid laner, and I'm so confused how that even worked.
I see him more jungle than mid, I think, but he's definitely jungle mid, and then top is his worst role for sure. Just
jungle, I don't even know how he's allowed to get away with jungling.
I think he's better mid. I think like he just has to farm too much in jungle to be that good. I don't think AFK farm jungles are very good. Well, I mean,
yeah, his win rate's the highest in mid, and it's actually it's actually decent in, well, it's a negative win rate in jungle. It's a negative win rate in top. It just mid's the only one that it seems to do okay in, and it's banned a shit ton.
Yeah, I mean, they nerfed Armguard. He's an AD mid laner. If he hits you with 1W, you just die.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think he's the best blind pick, but honestly, like, oh, well, he's really OP in solo queue because he has like one of the best level 3s in the game. You fight for Crab, you always win. Like always. So that's pretty OP. He has a higher win rate than Yone, even though I just get told that Yone's the best champ in the game, but you know, whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Yone's really good, but I think people just think he's, I don't know, they treat him like Yasuo before Yone came out. They're like, oh, he's brain dead OP. It's like, he's really not that brain dead. I've seen a lot of bad Yones.
I think what makes him good is just, he reminds me though of older Yasuo, like back in the day, like back when I did like 100 games to Diamond Yasuo, and I even met you. Was like, you could kind of build Yasuo a certain way and just get away with it. Because I used to, I don't know if you remember, it was like you would just go Yasuo with like Sterix and like Maw. You remember that shit where you like stack it on top of each other?
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
Were you there for that? Yeah, that was so dumb. But I kind of feel similarly to how Yone plays now.
Yeah, I mean, he's after he gets one item, it's broken. He just gets one item or like shield bow plus BF sword and just one shots anything. Yeah,
he just starts train tracking in the side lane.
For sure.
And it's like, well, here he comes, and I'm under tower and I'm playing, you know, I'm behind on, let's just say, Twisted Fate. It's like, yeah, if I walk up to my tower, this guy will literally dive me under tower if I don't have a stopwatch. Like, he'll just click on me and kill me for this. Just for standing here. I just lose. Which is that to me is where I don't even hate on him that bad. Like, it's just like you said. Like, if somebody was like, NEACE, coach me on Yasuo, I'd be like, dude, fuck off. Like, I'm not gonna coach you on this champions. Like, you should never be playing this champion unless they have like 5 range champs on the other team or something. That's like the only time you should pick it, right? But like,
yeah, if you master Yone, you're gonna climb. Like, it's just like Katarina or like Riven. If you master Yone, you're gonna win like so many. Like, you're just gonna carry a lot.
Yeah. Well, Jesus, we talked about a lot today, but it was hella fun, dude.
Yeah, I've never done like this format type of thing, so I'm just talking for this long, but I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I really appreciate you doing this. I mean, you know, I respect your game a lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have reached out to you at all. So thank you so much for doing it. You didn't have to, and you did. You're the man, and you also succeeded in the Bananarama challenge. So
hell yeah, that was fun.
Congratulations to you and your fan base. I'm sure they're very proud of you, and you're going to get many subs and a lot of groupies as a result of this talk.
Let's go. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, it was great to have you.
Down to do it another time too. It's really fun.
All right, man. Well, yeah, I'll definitely hold you to that. There will definitely be more boot camps, and I'll message you offline. I got some stuff to talk to you about regarding that too, and we'll chat more about that later. All right. Have a good night. Peace, brother. You too. Later.
All right, peace. Okay, that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. Just talking about mid lane. That was cool. Yeah, that was a good change of pace. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that, actually.